What is going on, guys? Greg here, Gondel Outdoors, and if you just watched the short that I just put up, talking about heavy point flies, and in this case, our trout season opens this coming Saturday here in Pennsylvania at 8 a.m. And I realized in my box I didn't have anything real heavy, so I did a quick short video on how to make a point fly super heavy, but still give it that tapered body look and still make it fishable. So what we're tying up right now is a sexy Walts worm, and I have a model tungsten bead from Hairline on the front on a number 10 RX jig hook with a bunch of wraps of lead-free wire underneath it, and I'm using some Vivus 140 high vis orange thread, and I already have my tinsel tied in. And so the sexy Waltz worm, the original pattern, is a tinsel wrapped dubbing body. So that's what we're going to tie up here. Some people will tie them with copper wire, which you can do. Definitely helps keep the dubbing on the fly, especially if you have a bunch of fish hitting it. I did this in a jig hook because, again, it's going to be a point fly, so size 10, super big, super heavy. Get it to the bottom, and then I'll run either another Waltz worm or a Frenchie or a France fly or something on a tag about 2 feet up my tippet from this in particular fly. So as you can see, I have most of the work done already. If you watched my video on creating dubbing loops, that's what we're about to do right now, so I can get this body dubbed. Again, I don't use dubbing wax, I use just wet fingers, and you can create a really good dubbing needle from that. So super easy, super quick. Waltz worms imitate all kinds of stuff: crane fly larvae, caddis larvae, stoneflies, you name it. Just kind of gives you that all around kind of fish it all year pattern. It's definitely more of an attractor pattern, and they became super popular back in the check nymphing glory days of when check nymphing kind of got popular here in the States. And there's a lot of people that fish that way. And this coming Saturday, because I won't be fishing for the majority of the time, I'll be helping out at one of the local nonprofits with an event that they do every trout opener. So for the little bit of time that I'll get to fish on Saturday, I'm going to be using flies that I know I can catch fish with. I will be nymphing. We're supposed to get a ton of rain tonight and tomorrow and Friday, so water's gonna be high. We're not gonna be fishing dry flies or anything like that. So wanted to make a few of these to get them in the box, so I have them, just so I can get down in that water column faster and hopefully hook up on a couple decent fish in the minimum amount of time that I'll have to actually fish. And it's not a bad thing. We guide, so I'll get to fish pretty much all summer long. And it'd be pretty cool if I can even tie a couple of my flies onto some of these veterans lines on Saturday to help them hook up on some fish. So that's what we're looking at. So again, very simple. Oop. So I got my dubbing run up. Now, if you can kind of see, it's hard to see in the video, but right back here I left a little bit of that orange thread sticking out as a butt end, and that's just more of an attractor type deal, because I am going to put an orange collar on this. So I get my tinsel run up to the bead. Now this in particular thread is the 140 power grip from Vivus. I use a lot of Vivus thread. Semper Fly is also very good, but Vivus, I use a ton of it. Oops. And there you go, you get a nice orange collar. If I can get my whip finisher here. It's one of those mornings. I usually go 5 or 6 wraps just to make sure it's snug. And there you have it. So now you can kind of see that little bit of a butt end, but that's a fish catcher for sure. And then you can always take a dubbing brush and pick some of that dubbing back out, make it real buggy looking. And that's it. Super simple, super fast, but it's heavy enough. I'll tie a bunch of these to get ready for Saturday. And again, it's just so that even if I don't catch a fish on this, it's mainly to get my other fly down into the column where I want it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. We'll talk to you soon.